Number 1, William Hanner, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, Rams. Number 5, Dave Merlot, Archangel Gabriel Catholic School, Knights. Number 6, Brody Carter, Hudson Middle School Explorers. 9, William Sproul, Marshall Middle, Tiger. 10, Luca Filiaggi, Franklin Elementary, NA Tigers. 11, Jack Rio, Seneca Valley Raiders. 16, Colin Julius, Myers Area Centennial School District, Fighting Planets. 18, Carter Shoe, Peters Township Indians. Number 20, Cruz Armstrong, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, and we are Rams. Number 24, Brady Ferris, Neil Armstrong Middle School, Bethel Park, Blackhawks. Number 29, Preston Clutter, Hampton Middle School, Talbots. 34, Valley Alter High, Marjorie Centennial School, Fighting Planets. Number 43, Cam Evans, St. Hilliard Parish School, Celtics. 77, Jake Starr, Seneca Valley Raiders.
Number 78, Austin Wu, Marshall Elementary School, Tigers. 88, Brandon Kaminsky, Marshall Middle School, Tigers. 90, Tano Blah, Hay Middle School, Raiders.
Happy New Swirly Nation. Guest appearance up here by the main man, Sean Ritton, getting bear hugged from behind.
Big Ritz.
So welcome to Mentor, Ohio, outside of Cleveland, Ohio, better known as the Mistake by the Lake. For what are they calling this? The Cleveland Showdown or Winter Puck Show. I have to look at the t-shirts they're selling outside to get the name. But we're here at Mentor Ice Rink. We will be here for 4 games. 1 now, 1 this afternoon, and then 2 games tomorrow for your 2010 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. This one is going to be a matchup of top 10 teams. It'll be from the Windy City, the Chicago Fury, and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. We're coming to you from the press box here in Mentor, Ohio, and I'm joined by color commentator Colby Armstrong. Colby, what are we looking for today?
Well, much like the Penguins in the NHL, these young men have a big weekend themselves. Penguins going back-to-back this weekend. And we got 4 games here. Looking to bounce back after Chicago. I know there was some slouched shoulders, some long lips drooping, some heads hanging after dragging their butts back from the Windy City. And we'll see if a week full of practice and regrouping can recharge the batteries here for these fellas here in Mentor, Ohio.
Chicago with us. They start off against the Fury, an excellent team with some truly fantastic players. I expect this one to be close, fast, and clean. Your starting lineup today, brought to you by the training table at the Lemieux Sports Complex. In net, number 29, Preston Clutter. On defense, 90, Tino Villela. 77, Jake Stahl. The forward, number 9, William Sproul. Number 18, Carter Shube. Number 24, Brady Paris. A missile sent wide to the net by the Pens. Another shot in, this time by Paris. Rebound picked up by William Sproul, and he'll tap-a-roo. The rebound past the Fury goaltender, and the Penguins jump out to an early 1-0 lead.
Oh, what a great start by the boys here this afternoon. Started with a breakout up to Sproul, to Paris, to Shube, just with speed through the neutral zone, continued on in the offensive zone. Nice strong play off the wall off a shot by Sproul, and taking it to the net and cleaning up that rebound. I like that poise in front there by Sproul too. He doesn't ram it into the goaltender. Takes it on his backhand, a forehand, and tucks it in.
So an early
the first
one
opening
for the
goal
Pen.
of the game here.
What a start there. That'll definitely build up the confidence. Now a week ago seems like a year ago. As Armstrong brings it up the right-hand side, he'll find Brody Carter as it bounces over his stick. He'll drive into the corner. Wrapping it around from behind, trying to center one to Armstrong that's off the side of the cage. A clearing attempt here by the Fury will be carried out to center ice, where some back pressure by Carter forces a dump and chase. Off-the-ride, the first one too. We'll do the best to call the corners, folks. We know the video feed may not catch pucks that make it into the near corners for you guys, so it's a little difficult for us to see as well, but we'll try to do the best we can to give you the action when it gets there. An icing here by the Penguins, and with 13:35 to play, we'll have a defensive zone draw to the right of Clutter. Leaning into the face-off dot, it'll be Filiaggi. Taps it backwards for the Pens defense. It'll be Kaminsky getting there. He pops it in behind for Merlot. He finds Evans. Evans chips it off the boards, but it's nice rotational keep there by the Fury to dump it back in, and Kaminsky will try a second time. This time to Evans. Evans taps it forward looking for Filiaggi. That pass intercepted. Kaminsky will try a third time, and it's out to center. They're going to call icing despite it literally bouncing over the stick of a Fury player at the blue line. So a quick 25-second shift there for Filiaggi, Evans, and Reel, and we'll bring out the line that has the tally as the Penguins rolling quick lines here. This will be the fourth line change in less than 2 minutes. So maybe a key there for the Penguins coaching staff, getting quick changes as Sproul, the goal scorer, drives into the offensive zone, tries a toe drag, it's knocked off his stick, but he stays with it. He finds Paris, who dangles between the legs. He'll fire a wrist shot, kept out, and the rebound fought for in front by Shube and Sproul. It's covered up in the paraphernalia of the netminder, and we'll get it.
It's amazing what a goal can do for you early. Sproul with speed through the neutral zone, attacking the defender. Nice move, stays on it, and then Paris is feeling it as well. Follows up with speed, another chance at the net. Good start by this line, 2 shifts in a row.
Well, let's hope so. As Shube's
Can they
on the
make
bucket of the
2
board.
goals in a row?
They'll get possession and dump and fire it back to the point man, Star. Star back to Shube. Shube drives the right wing side into the corner. He'll go for a battle. Penguins with 2 players there. It's Sproul and Shube battling in the corner. Supported by Paris as they come out and center one. That's cleared back out by the Fury, and they'll run a breakout as they fly up through center. Into the Penguin zone, cut off there and brought right back on. Jake Starr up the right side, cutting to the middle, now to the outside, drives around, centers one, it's off the skate of Sproul and wide. It'll be gathered in by Starr again. He tries to dangle back into the front. He's knocked down on the play, and the Fury will gain possession and come out to center. O'Hara dumps it in. It'll be Shube getting it behind, working it to Wu as the Penguins complete a line change. Wu and Carter on the ice. Waiting for Shube to get off for Armstrong, as well as the Fury bounce into the Penguin zone. They create a bit of a 3-on-2 there and get the puck into the corner. Centering pass picked up and wrapped around. That's Zerth in the corner, battling. Playing it around behind. And the Penguins will fire it up off the glass and out the center where it's nudged forward by Carter. Carter into the offensive zone. Dragging it into his forehand side is Wu. And we're going to have a whistle and a hook as Wu peeled off of the pile. I believe it'll be a Penguin penalty. Who's it going to be on? Armstrong.
Cruz. I don't know. I think his stick was on the ice. I think there was some contact there on this as he was reaching in for the puck. He got it maybe up there a little bit, but just enough to nudge him off balance, and the ref made a call on that play as Wu was
Armstrong will
barreling
sit
in
for a
with
minute and a
great
half.
opportunity.
Adjusted penalties here to the 15-minute period. A shot from the point deflects in front by Campbell. It'll be possessed by the Fury as they try to work it back to White in the corner. White will battle with Ofteride. Ofteride is able to work it behind the net where it's picked up by a Fury forward, and he'll dance out of the corner and leave it at the point for Guo. Kick that, and it'll be Carter getting possession, and now we're going to get another penalty. A second hook here, and the Penguins will have a 5-on-3 penalty kill as Brody Carter will head off. Another hooking call.
I think their bench called that penalty a little bit. It was a little battle. They did get tied up. Another kind of maybe not, maybe it is, maybe it's a battle type of penalty here, and their bench made some noise and got the call.
Interesting hooking calls in a row. The Penguins will deploy Filiaggi, Merlot, and Starr on the 5-on-3. So it'll be over a minute of 5-on-3 as Starr's able to get it out the center. The Fury will look to set things up there. A bit of pressure by Filiaggi, but Campbell drives in, finds White. White will wind and fire. His shot deflects over the net by Starr. Nice stick on puck there for the Pens. As the Fury work it around the top of the circle, it comes free on the outside, sliding back. Clutter makes a huge stop.
Wow.
And gets a cover.
That's unbelievable reaction save. We see this in the NHL a lot. Teams using those backboards, Jeremy, on those shots from up top from the wide angles and the short side. It has a tendency to kick off those backboards and bounce out to the back door, and Clutter with a reactionary post to post. And I don't know how he saved that, but that was a heck of a save here, 5-on-3 to keep it a 1-0 game.
Fire it back out the center. It's Starr getting it out there as it winds inside of 20 seconds on the 5-on-3. Still 47 seconds on the second penalty to Carter. So the Pens hoping to get Armstrong back here in 15 seconds. As the battle in the corner, stepping out from the side, centering one, pushing it wide of the net. Starr will get there, bank it back out the center. That should kill the rest of the Armstrong penalty. 3, 2, 1, and Armstrong is out. The Penguins have 4. And Starr breaks up the play. 22 seconds left on the penalty kill as Starr will work it all the way to center, just past the stick of Filiaggi. He'll be backed up by Evans as the Fury dump it behind their own net. As the penalty clock ticks inside of 10 seconds, we got Evans firing it after the puck, keeping it in for a bit. The Fury try to break out. They'll gain the Penguin zone as the penalty expires. What a early momentum builder for the Penguins. A great save by Clutter. Some fantastic clears by Starr. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. As Real finds Evans at center. He'll wind into the offensive zone, creating a 3-on-2. Driving the net is Paris. Evans will shoot one. Paris is decked in front. That wasn't a hook, so they won't call it. And we'll get an offensive zone draw.
And I love that play. We usually have seen players cutting into traffic, cutting in and taking guys out of the play. We had Real with the high guy position and Evans with options as Paris drove the net. A nice shot on net. You never know what can happen. Generating chances off the rush. I like that play.
The draw behind them and clear it up the wall, but no further than Ofteride, and Filiaggi will pressure as it forces the Fury to throw it behind their own net. Real and Evans on the forecheck, and the Fury will launch it all the way down the ice, wide of the net of Clutter, and we will have an icing on Chicago.
Chicago. As Ace Ventura once coined. Heck of a series of movies right there. The Pet Detective. Of course, we remember the Net Detective. Washington Capitals rookie-year goaltender back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Jim
All
Carrey,
right.
the Net
Good call.
Detective. He won the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year, and
Did he ever have the
was never the
fastest
same
outdoor
after
goal
that
in history?
detective.
No, he did not. Okay.
No, he did not, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
Much
we'll
like
we'll
that
keep
goal,
it alive
it
here
just
on
faded
Cinnamon
off.
Swirl, that's for sure. Off the right at center ice. As the Fury dump it in, it'll be popped back out by Shub. Off the right will get there, rip it off the boards, and the Penguins will do a line change with a little dump and chase. Sproul the one on the chase, hunting the puck in behind. Down goes Sproul and a Fury player. The puck behind the cage, possessed there by the Fury. Some of these Fury names I'll try to get. Some of them are very long and will be challenging. As an absolute missile from Zerth from just inside the dots beats Clutter to high stick side and ties the game at 1 with 7:34 to play.
Nice job on their entry there as Kaminsky tried to, I think it was Kaminsky or Merlot maybe tried to pressure wide. Merlot it was. Just used his legs and got around him down the wall in body position, and then it was that perfect pinpoint short side shot from that angle up and over Clutter. In a good position right there.
So the Penguins with a big PK, but the Fury able to come back a few minutes later and pot one in behind. A little bit of flow lost in the game, I think, on that 5-on-3 penalty kill. So the Pens line's kind of getting back to normal now. And so we'll see what we can do as the referee's calling offside here as Wu entered the zone and Carter was already inside.
Some smooth rotations on our breakouts. We're looking better than we did in Chicago here early. Just a little bit more connected on our breakouts, flow
Armstrong
through the neutral
beams
zone
in.
and attacking.
Fury popped the face-off back to the point, and they'll try to run it through center where Carter will cut it off, and it's picked back up by Zerth, feeling it after that lethal snipe he had just moments ago. It'll be Starr behind the cage, sending it up off of the stick of Armstrong. That pass was about knee-high as it came through. Armstrong able to knock it down, and the Penguins will pressure the Fury in their end. Back pressure from Carter, frees the puck up for Julius, who hits Wu. He's pressured immediately, but he'll gain the offensive zone. He's got Armstrong driving the net with him. He banks it, tries to center one. It goes off of a skate and ends up in behind the net where it'll be picked up by Evans. Evans behind the cage, wrapping around, sending it all the way through the crease. Just avoiding the stick of Armstrong there as Julius will get to the puck. He'll fire one back in front. No one home, and the Fury will try to break it out as the Penguins complete this line change. Evans' pressure will force a bit of a turnover there at center as the Penguins gain the zone, but Real is in offsides on a bit of a you take it, I take it, no you take it, no one takes it.
Yeah, there needs to be a time where you just let guys do their jobs and gain access and get pucks and be an option off of that. You know he's going to get the puck. Can't be clustered too close together. Let those plays develop. Let the guys do their job, win their battles, carry pucks,
left side,
and be
knocked
options
down on the
for them.
play. Back come the Fury. Be picked up by Filiacci. The Fury coach is looking for another call. They've gotten the first two as Real sends one wide of the cage. Julius pinching down to keep it at the point. Will work it towards the corner. Filiacci fills in for him, but the Fury will exit out the opposite side. It's White. White's cross-ice pass picked off by Evans, sent back into the Fury end. There it'll be turned over to Real. Real fires one glove hand side from out top, and it's stopped and held.
It's a good shot from out there. 1-on-2, good decision to get a shot through. I like that little transition off a turnover right at the offensive blue line, or the defensive blue line by the Fury, and just a quick counterattack shot. Offensive zone face-off, see if they can get something going here.
Real leans in. Tries to pop it forward and chase it down, but the Fury, the first one there, they'll play it all the way to the point for Kaminsky. The Fury player loses the stake as Kaminsky plays soccer with it and kicks it on to Real. Real drives in, and maybe a second too late with the centering pass there. You see Evans cutting to the net. He tried to get it to him. Evans will come back through to center, pick up the puck, and he's got a little bit of room, and it's a 3-on-2 as he nudges it forward to Filiacci. He tries to poke it through. Doesn't come through, but it comes back to Kaminsky, whose shot goes off the outside. Evans will rip one off the post, I think.
Oh!
Crossbar and then official.
It hit the
on
crossbar,
on a top
Jeremy.
angle shot. Would have liked to seen that one pop through for him. A great stick lift there by Real. Following on Evans with the pressure, but the Fury able to send it out to center where the Penguins are making a change behind the play. Dump in by Chicago. Merlot. Bringing it around to Real. Real sending it all the way across the ice. The Fury coach with his hand in the air again. I think he wanted an icing, not quite far. It'll be Shu to the puck. He turns towards the boards and is able to maintain possession as he wins a battle there. Uses the body to get good position in center one for Sproul. It hops over his and the defender's stick, and the Fury will throw it in behind their own net. Chasing after it, Sproul. Now Shu. Banking it off the boards. And Sproul will jump in. He'll gain possession. Great job with the body there. He fires it right out from the corner to the net and gets a good heavy shot on, and it stopped.
Some good down low puck battles won, and Sproul's got some jump here today. It's amazing. A first goal, that's just like a shot of confidence for anybody, especially these young guys. But good work down low, 2-on-2 out of the corner, and then once you beat them out of the corner, it's a quick walk right to the front of the net and jam away. A nice play right there by this line.
Shot just past the stick of Sproul as they were looking for a deflection, and back come the Fury right-hand side. Potempa fires it across the big 44 Jacobs. He'll put it all the way into the Penguin zone where they get a turning shot from the dot, and Clutter will cover that one. 3:37 to play, face-off to come in the Penguin zone.
Well, big difference so far. Break it out clean, we're skating. The Penguins good support through the neutral zone with speed. And then I like the puck battles, Jeremy. Winning puck battles on boards, creating chances out front in the offensive zone. Much better, much more attention to detail from last weekend in Chicago.
Lou and Julius able to get it up the boards to Armstrong, who continues to work, but he's turned back the other direction. Now they'll try the opposite side with Alfred. He goes heavy off the boards for Carter. That's cut off. He's sent right back in on Clutter. He tosses it into a corner. Good directional play there by the Penguins goaltender. But Julius unable to get control, and wrapping it around is Jacobs for the Fury. Clutter gets a pad there in a quick cover.
You see on that shift too, just talked about efficiency, getting it out of your own end, and flow and support. A couple chip pucks off the wall and a couple bounces to the middle. They can't quite get the handle of it. Just kills the efficiency, kills the flow, and you're stuck kind of rimming pucks around in your own end and playing defense. It makes it a little harder. So support, quick plays, speed, flow, all that stuff has looked good early. But you can see what it does, right, Jeremy, on a shift like that. There we go. You just keep pucks moving ahead. It's offside, that's fine. That's the plays you want to make with speed. Keep putting pressure on this Fury team. You see a trick play drawn up again here. Love this face-off play in the neutral zone and the offensive zone blue line. Real's just waiting like a cobra in the grass.
Stick pressure by Lowe. We'll get it back to the Fury blue line where it's chopped down by Foyt. He spins it back out to center where Evan White will gain the zone, but it's Merlot picking it off, and it just bounces over the stick of Filiaggi. We're getting an icing call. So at the red line, it hits the stick of Filiaggi. They'll say it was just behind, and we'll get the ice.
It does.
Hey, you learn something every day, Cody. Guess what I just... My laptop turns inside out.
I see that. You've got it folded over. It went from a laptop to a tablet, and just like that.
Fancy stuff here.
Bang, bang,
Cinnamon
boom.
swirl production.
You should see the setup here, folks. It's no joke. It is no joke.
And I'm looking forward to maybe some couch interviews. There's a nice little setup here. That could be fun tomorrow. I don't know. You may want to keep it right here at Cinnamon Swirl TV as Jack Reel and Evans break into the offensive zone, and Reel loses the puck. Unable to keep
control. We got to
absolutely crush someone and no call.
No, he tripped and fell.
Oh, tripped? Well, that's good.
Yeah. That could have been very bad.
looked like a hit because I caught it late. Evans frees it up. It's Filiaggi driving the offensive zone. Evans driving to that. If he can get it across to him, but it's stick on puck at the last moment by a Fury forward to break up the play. A nice job there is that Miller with the stick on puck to carry it behind the net as Foyt. They'll get O'Hara. To Zerf. And a lot of these boys know each other. I know
They should. It feels like we played them every weekend.
well, the Fury, yeah, I mean, we do. And they're a good team, but a lot of these kids intermixing with each other throughout the season and all season times. As White circles at the top, and that'll be an offside. I think the intention would be intentional.
O'Hara back to the bench after that shift there. Well, that play was on. The player that went in kind of awkwardly head first, tripped in front of the bench. Toe pick kind of move. Could have been dangerous. Looks to be okay on the bench.
Campbell and Parrish on the draw. The Pens will take control of it. It'll be bouncing over the stick of Shub into the offensive zone.
Passing so key, right, Jeremy? At this level, you just see so many woulda, coulda, shoulda. If it's a flat pass, tape to tape, how everything runs a lot smoother.
Yeah, they're balancing. Everybody wants the sauce.
Yeah.
Everybody get the sauce toss at home, flipping it around, maybe putting your dents in your dad's basement, Cameron Evans, you know, in the walls, and a lot of sauce passes that end up being
Pretty chunky too. They're not
bouncing
smooth sauce.
passes. So
Bowl
a
of these.
centering feed there, broken up by the back-checking Penguins. Skating into it comes Sproul, and he'll wind it into the offensive zone. He'll shoot one off the skate of Foyt as the horn sounds. And we head to the first intermission, a 1-1 tie. What do we see in the first period, Cole?
I thought a good period. I mean, how are these guys going to bounce back? We talked about it at the start of the game after last week in Chicago, the disappointment. I thought a nice skating period, fluid period. Battles won out of their zone, exits, entries at the blue line. They looked fluid, they looked connected, and I think that's all you can ask for the first period coming out of it. Clutter handling pucks, directing pucks in and around his crease, making easy outlets for his D partners and teammates, but I think something to build off of here for this team. 1-1, a couple nice goals by both teams. Penguins, I feel, carried majority of puck possession. Just cleaning up some passing. We talked about those sauce passes. These kids are just diehards for these sauce passes. Seem to bounce a little bit here and there, but that was a good period. That was a good period for the Pens and a bounce back and get them going here this weekend.
My favorite sauce pass is the sauce a la vodka pass.
Yeah.
Get that
Little spicy vodka sauce from Luciano's I had last night with Cruz.
big fan,
Little
big
father-son dinner with the girls out of town. I know they're probably tuned in. Cine Swirl.
fan. From Scranton,
From Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah.
Tuned in watching. We also have
What do we got?
people from all over.
We're
the
pretty
country.
international.
Check
We're
in.
like
Check in on the
Pitbull.
chat. Tell us where you're from, where you're watching.
We're like Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, as he likes to call himself. As we go, people are tuned in from all over the globe, Jeremy.
Puck fired out of their end by the Fury. It'll be picked up by Kaminsky. He'll look for Armstrong at center. He'll find it. Tapping a pass across. Avoids the stick of Wu, but finds the stick of Carter. The Penguins spin it into the Fury zone, where Wu gets control. Drives in, cuts to the backhand. His backhand just stick on puck at the last moment by Campbell. Sends it around to the corner, where it's wrapped. An attempted breakout attempt cut off by the Penguins, and the Fury are forced in behind their own net. This time it's Kaminsky pitching down to keep it in. He leaves it for Wu, 88-78. Driving into the offensive corner, off of Carter right to Armstrong, who can't get one through. Carter, who I think was trying to change, he'll fire one back in on net. Now he'll get the change. Penguins with pressure, Armstrong on it, as the Fury will reverse side, but it's picked off by Evans. He tries to bank it off the boards and past White, can't do so, and White gets a breakout pass to Campbell. He'll fire one in off the pad of Clutter. It's picked up by Reel as he comes through center. Driving to the outside. He's got to stay there. He's got Evans coming in. He'll look for him. It's off of a defender and off the pad of the Fury goaltender. And a breakout pass looking for O'Hara. As Clutter comes out to play it, but plays it right to Zerth, who just misses the net. Clutter comes out to try to break up the play, and now we get a whistle. High stick. And it'll be reeled into the sin bin.
I did not see it. We'll have to look on the replay here. There was all kinds of chaos with Clutter playing the puck. I love that he did that. As after the shot was taken with a little bit of confusion, Reel kind of comes along the boards to pick up puck. Just tried to jump by the Fury defender, and stick got clipped up high. Kind of a nothing play, but nonetheless got him with the high stick, so he'll sit for a minute and a half.
And the Penguins will look to kill this one off. It'll be Evans and Filiaggi back on the penalty. Popped into the corner for O'Hara. Harry O'Hara turns out, fires one in front, blocked, and once, twice, it's in on Clutter, it's underneath him, and we get a whistle finally.
We call that the snow angel, Jeremy, as Clutter had no clue where it was. He just decided to lay down. It looked like almost like he was taking a nap.
And the referee doing a good job of getting in there, and Guest maintaining visual. I felt like he was actually moving kids as he was looking for the puck, trying to stay.
He's like a grizzly bear in a field, just swatting the bushes away, the kids being the bushes, and Clutter manages to lay on it. Oh, and that's not interference. I don't know what is.
But the Penguins not getting the calls here early as Shub works it out of the zone and is tackled, hogtied. I hope he gets his wallet back at the end of the game. He should be required to return it, I believe. As Ofterhide gets it to Paris. Paris spinning out of the corner, gets it to the blue line and out to center for Shub. Shub pressured, it's sniped off of his stick, and carrying it back in. Zerth will send it all the way in on Clutter, who gets a cover.
Get a change for these guys. They were battling. Play there at the blue line. I think Shub might have been almost gone on that play. He was picked by two players on a chip play. You'd like to think you'd get an interference call on that one. It's not the case. Penguins players did a good job kind of rallying and Clutter getting a whistle so they could get a change.
Not going to get all the calls, so it'll be Ofterhide in the corner. Carrying it around behind. Uses the boards to bank it, looking for Wu. Cut off by 3 Fury players, and a battle will happen there. 19 seconds left on the PK as Wu gets a stick on it, but it's kept in at the blue line. They'll work it down low to Campbell. They'll drive off and look for a give and go action, and it's in front, and it's under Clutter again. A great give and go there by the Fury out of the corner. That give and go action really makes the Penguins defensemen react. As you get it on the half wall, you drive in. That defender has to decide, do I play the puck or do I play the guy cutting? And if that backside player doesn't read it, the backside defenseman covering somebody on the back post, that backside forward has to almost crash down to try to cover that. As the Fury win the face-off again and loft one in on Clutter. Another whistle, and the penalty is now over as Clutter gets the cover. And the Pens will head back to 5-on-5 hockey here.
Well, we've seen the old toe drag, and boys love the toe drag, don't they? That's kind of what a little give and go is, a simple way of using your teammates to do that, to get through opponents without having to risk.
Fury win the draw, but it splits the defense, and it'll be Foyt back to get it. Foyt rims it around. Running a breakout, they'll find White at center. He's pressured immediately from behind. And Sedlacek will dump it in to Miller for the Fury as they win the dump and chase battle here. Penguins unable to get to that puck. Now Merlot will, and he'll hit Carter. Carter looking for Armstrong. It's off of a stick, but Armstrong stays with it. He's pickpocketed from behind by the speedy Evan White into the offensive zone, and he'll send one in off the glove of Clutter. And Merlot will clear it up to Wu. 3-on-2 develops here for the Pens as Wu drives wide. Penguins need a center drive. It'll be Carter coming from the outside to the middle as Wu shoots from down at the bottom of the circle.
On that play there, it was executed well. Wu cuts all the way across the ice, but still enters wide with a middle lane drive, which ends up being Carter. A little bit more poise and hanging onto that puck as he gets around his defender, and then some of those plays and options, a high pass might have opened up. It's there, but not a bad choice to throw it at the net.
Fury dump it in behind Star. Pick it up in the corner. Leave it there for Real. Pop past him to Filiaggi. Uses his body to protect the puck. He's tied up a bit. And in for support comes Star. Now Real. Real tries to drag it. He's got that long reach. It just goes past the reach. We've seen it a couple times here today as it's now out to the Fury point and they'll put it into the corner. They'll go to work there. Pressured immediately by Villela. Battle in behind on the boards as the puck's kicked around. Digging for it is Filiaggi. Kicking at it is Villela. It'll be Villela coming away with it. And he's got some space as he looks up and looks for Real cross ice. That's cut off by the Fury defenseman. Two Penguins collide, Filiaggi and Real. It's an offside play, and it'll be a face-off outside of the Penguins.
Filiaggi's hair just flying everywhere. Just unbelievable flow out the back of the helmet. The boys are really opting for the long hockey flow, I noticed.
We do need a good shampoo sponsor with the amount of...
we should talk to Paul Amalu. I think he's got those Head & Shoulders commercials.
Head & Shoulders commercial. It'll be in the Penguin corner. It'll be an ice. A bit of a slow skate, just enough by Alter.
I like that. I like that.
That was beautiful.
He looked like he was, it's probably the smoothest he's ever skated, but just the right speed for it to be icing. Very headsy play by Rylan Ofterhide.
Paris steps into the draw.
We're running an offensive zone face-off play here where we got Shub out wide. I think the idea of that is to, right here.
Right there! And Shub gets a shot in, stopped by the goaltender, rebound cleared by the Fury. Penguins with a nice scoring chance there.
Yeah, having Shub off that back door just for an option off the face-off, and we see what happens on that play as it develops into a great opportunity.
Penguins with a good job possessing the puck and separating a bit there. Finding the soft spot in the zone to get the shot through, and now it's the Fury. I feel like the Fury, maybe with the territorial advantage here so far in period 2, Penguins get a good scoring chance. They'll need to capitalize on one of those, kind of like the Fury did in the first. You know, Penguins carried the play, but the Fury were able to get one. And Clutter raises his hand for icing, but the official waving it off as Zerf will get to the puck. In the corner for Julius. Julius will bank it off the wall, looking for Shub. Shub spins out the center, sends it all the way across off the stick of the streaking off right into the left-hand side of the zone as it stopped. Turning with it, looking for Sproul. He's unable to get control, and back come the Fury. A bit of danger here, as if they delay, it's a 3-on-2, and they will. Turning it into a 2-on-1. Nice job there. Give a go, and a big save by Clutter, but the rebound sits there, and it's tapped behind him. The Snow Angel unable to get on top of it that time.
And the Fury, not in a big rush. They let that play develop. It was a 3-on-2. Armstrong coming off the bench, trying to back check back into the play to help out, and do a good job of being patient and executing a nice little give and go play off of beating the first defender, and then it was just a matter of staying with it around the net off of a quick rush, caught and change a little bit, right into the zone, and it's 2-1 lead now for this Fury team.
Low down Carter. Carter sends one in, skips it in on net. It'll be put into the corner by the goaltender, Siskowski, I believe. I'm going with it. If that's not the right pronunciation, I apologize. To all the Siskowski family. Kaminsky keeping it in briefly before it's sent all the way back down. Merlot gives chase, is pressured by White. Fake one-way, pick it up and create a ton of space. His outlet pass, though, picked off as the Fury try to hit White, and they'll possess in the corner. Centering pass off the stick of Miller, and they'll shoot it backside, looking for what would have been a beautiful tic-tac-toe play there. Puck comes back into the middle where the Penguins will clear the centering pass. But the Fury will get right back on it and rim it around behind again. It'll be Merlot. Merlot stopping, waiting for a breakout to develop. Good patience there. He'll get it to Carter. Carter will tap it out the center. It'll be Armstrong on the pressure. And now the Fury gain the zone, shoot it to the glove side, and get a cover and a hold.
Fury executing better right now, executing with speed and passing. Getting through neutral zones, offensive zone plays. Just a little bit sharper on the puck and with their plays. Allows them to play a lot more smooth. You can see what it looks like. It's being in the offensive zone a lot more, creating chances.
Evans fights through a bit of a stick battle there. He'll gain the zone. Real center drives. Filiaggi hits him driving the net. There have been three hooking calls in this game, but not one on that play as Real yanked down as he drives in. It'll be the Fury coming back out. Valello will pick it up. Spinning it back out the center. Smith unable to get control. Evans will get there. He tries to chip it off the boards. The Fury doing a good job of stopping that kind of chip play off the wall. Real will get possession. He'll challenge three players, and he's unable to get through. It'll be Jacobs for the Fury coming back out. He'll dump it in, and the Fury will get a line change, a little dump and change here. That'll give Real the green light to try to get out the center, and he does. The pass for him misses the mark. No icing, though. He's able to get a stick on it. The Fury will have their turn as the Penguins run a line change. Weaving through center, Varick. And it'll be Zerth getting control. He's got O'Hara backside. He'll find him. He'll wind. He'll fire. And it's Jake Starr getting a stick to it. Great recovery there by the Penguins defenseman.
This Fury team, pretty good at executing entering. I like the little patience that they show on these 3-on-2 rushes. No one's in a big rush to, get out of the way or get too far into the play. They kind of stay in their spots and let the play work itself out and just executing some passes to create some chances.
Here comes Sproul up the left side, cuts to the middle, dangles and tries to shoot. It's off of a stick, bouncing puck in front, cleared by Chicago, and back through center. They come on the rush. And look at that, they'll enter to the outside again. This time Zerth will shoot one off of the skate of Paris. Off the right, he'll get there and tip it around for Schub. It'll be Schub to Sproul. Sproul crisscrossing with Julius through center. And Sproul kind of delayed a little early there, I think, and it threw Julius off sides.
You might have thought that he was going to go off sides early and reacted to that. It's not a bad, if he had just gotten inside the line and done that little pull-up play, we could have seen something a little different there, but a little confusion at the line carrying it in.
Going to throw congratulations out there to the Nelson 2011 team. A 5-2 victory earlier today in a home game against the Columbus Capitals. They'll be in action again here on Cinnamon Swirl TV this afternoon as I will make the trek from Cleveland back to Pittsburgh to bring you that contest as Wu breaks into the offensive zone. He's cut off. Played in behind the Fury net, and the Fury will try to run a breakout. We get a whistle. And perhaps another Penguin penalty.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. It's Armstrong again with that stick, and he's trying to go stick on puck and gets entangled. Fury defender skates as he eludes him on a forecheck here and just gets caught up in his feet. He'll sit for a minute and a half.
And Evans and Filiaggi back to the penalty kill. They've been the primary penalty killers here so far for the Pens, I think. And I'll tell you what, this heater being on is not the most exciting part of calling this game, folks.
We're sitting on a heater.
This is the proverbial hot seat, Colby.
And
you know, coaches get on the hot seat, so apparently do play-by-play and color guys.
Here we go.
As the Fury fire one out of the Penguin zone, it'll be skated into by Evans, cutting back to the middle. He can't get the shot through.
I wonder if we're getting any kind of carbon monoxide poisoning here. If we say anything stupid, you'll know why. We're usually spot on.
It'll be White getting into the offensive zone, feeds one back door. It bounces over the stick of Campbell. He'll center one for White. That's off the stick and covered by Clutter.
Nice little shot. Pass by White. Just eludes his offensive zone play, offensive attack to that back post. Clutter doing a good job of just some scrambles and finding pucks and freezing pucks up and not letting things, second and third opportunities and whacks around the net. He's doing a good job. There has been some chaos in those situations, but he's been pretty good at finding pucks.
Here's Real shorthanded right off the draw, driving into the offensive zone, cuts to the backhand, fires one glove side, and what a stop.
Coming across the front of the net. Great rush, by the way, up ice, good speed, and uses his body to get inside to the middle and just a back across backhander. It's almost like the goalie just kind of threw his glove up there, trailing the play, and it went right into it.
Reel back on it behind the net. Moved around, pressured by Parrish. 3:01 to play, 27 seconds left on the penalty kill. Pressuring it, Reel. As the Fury having trouble getting out of their zone. Parrish and Reel with a great puck pressuring PK right now. Surf into the Penguin zone. That's stopped by Julius. Left for Reel. And he'll go 1-on-3. He can do it. He'll pop it into the corner. Chase it down. Centering one. Nobody home. Penalty over for the Pens. 2:30 to play as the Fury wind into the offensive zone. Booted out of there by Sproul. He'll find Carter. It rolls off of his stick and back for Smith. Smith will dump it into the Penguins' end. Sproul back to get control. He'll stop and create a little bit of space. And a nice breakout pass to Offeride. His tap pass intended for Carter, cut off by the Fury defense. But Offeride will battle right back for it, clear the zone, and get it to Schub into the Fury end.
That was kind of the same play as Armstrong just got called for. Puck and stick check on the Penguins' Carter, and it kind of gets lodged in his feet as he tumbles to the ground. Coach Conway wanted a penalty there. The Penguins have a power play yet today?
We have not seen a Penguin power play. I believe four penalties against so far in this one. And some similar plays back the other way. That can be frustrating for a team. They got to battle through.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice save by Clutter right there off the rush. He handles that puck, no rebound, swallows it up, rock solid. Rest of Clutter.
Leaning in, Self one back to the point. It's Miller playing it in deep. And Carter gets control. He'll find Armstrong. It's between the wickets and into the Fury zone. No icing here. Is the Fury able to get back to it? Blues pressure. Forces the turnover. It's kicked in behind the Kings. In goes Armstrong with pressure. About a minute to play here as Wu battle in the corner now. It comes free to Armstrong. He's looking. He tries to go back to the point, and he has it just tipped off of his stick. Out through center comes White into the Penguin zone. Possessing and leaving one. Looking backside. Blocked by Starr, brought on by Evans. Evans will drive the left side. Into the offensive zone. He'll shoot one off the stick. Starr in deep to get it. Wrapping it around. He's crunched against the boards. The Fury will pick it up behind Evans there with the puck pressure. Turns the opposite way. Cuts back out to the middle. He's got Reel driving as he tries to send it through to him. It's off of a stick. Good body position play there by Evans to bring it into a danger position. Pressure coming from Reel and Filiaggi as it'll be Filiaggi turning on the half wall with it. Dumping it back in behind. Nobody headed there though. The Penguins will do that sometimes. A little communication to yell to the other forwards to head to the corner would allow them to get there quicker and keep possession as the Fury are able to cut it all the way back out. Reel circling around at center. Penguins unable to get it to him as Foyt will control. Penguins were looking to sneak one out at the end of the period. That horn will sound and that'll end the second. A second period that saw the Fury really kind of control play, I think, through the most of that. I think the Penguins controlled the first, and we came out with a 1-1 tie, and the Fury in a bit of control in the second, and they take a 2-1 lead going into the third. The Fury are in their black uniforms today with red shoulders and red and white striping. It's got a flayed logo on the front. You can probably see that logo on your screen, perhaps. Scoreboard. The Penguins, they're in the reverse retro whites. I think these are their favorites. With the Pittsburgh diagonally across the chest, the black pants, white socks, and the gold and black striping. Of course, on top, the iconic gold Pens lead helmet.
It's a big third period for these guys. Fury's coaches. ever popular coaching board out, as we see.
On the tick, the tack, and the toe.
Drawing up some magic, as they like to do here in between periods. Penguins waiting out at center ice to get going. Trailing by a goal, Jeremy. I would think a little bit more action here, right? A little bit more action on this Fury goaltender.
Yeah, they got some early. Second period, Fury doing a good job getting back, limiting the
Shots
Penguins' chances.
Wasn't much.
And, yeah, I would say probably less than 10 shots so far. Although the Penguins' defense doing a pretty good job, too. Clutter's been more active than Zaskowski. Leaning in will be Paris, flanked by Shue and Stroll. Julius and Alsterheim in defense. Campbell for the Fury. Face off one by the Fury, they'll tap it back, it'll be Foyt. Plays give and go. They'll play catch. Getting caught a bit was Julius, but the Fury, he's able to get back into play. Evan White drives the outside and fires one wide to the cage. Popping it around behind, chasing after it is Sproul. Able to tie it up just enough to allow Paris to skate into it, and we are gonna get a penalty. We're gonna get a slash on the Fury, and the Pens are gonna head for the first time to the Sir Pizza Power.
See if these guys can go to work here in the offensive zone.
The Fury coach arguing a call that there is absolutely no way he saw with the where the slash happened in front of the Penguin bench. And so the Sir Pizza power play will be led by Wu. At the pointer, Merlot and Starr. Turning with it in the offensive zone is Carter. Carter looks for Armstrong. Back to the point to Starr. And let's possess there. Carter, half wall, fires it all the way across for Merlot. Bouncing puck into a bit of snow at the bench, but good patience there by Merlot to keep it in the zone, and it'll ultimately get cleared all the way down by the Fury, wide of Clutter, and it'll be an icing. 1 minute, 3 seconds left on the power play for the Penguins, just over 14 in the game. The Penguins trail by 1, and as the great Mike Lang would say, the turkey is on the table. It'll be Billy Yadja leaning in.
It is almost turkey time.
It is. I love turkey time. Big fan of the. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Ooh, I like it all. I'm a big stacker. You know, I stack the plate.
Very nice.
Everything.
That's an interesting strategy there, Cotton.
Yep.
It'll be Evans unable to get control as the battle came off the wall. The Penguins will try it at center. Julius with possession as he drives into the offensive zone. He looks for the corner, and he will find it. It's popped up, but not out as Alsterheim gets control. He'll wind it into the corner, but right to the stick of Foyt. Foyt will turn and rim it all the way down. It's icing if it's far enough, and it is.
Little tip for all the other stackers out there this Thanksgiving. You might want to grab that dinner roll. You put it in your hand, then you put the plate in the dinner roll hand, the bun under the plate. Almost a magician trick, if you will, Jer Bear. More room on the plate to stack. Might want to think about it this Thanksgiving holiday season.
You carry the plate.
I carry it. So not all you can eat at Thanksgiving, it's all you can carry.
Okay. Starr with it at the point, dumping it into the corner. It'll be Sproul spinning it back in front, looking for a streaking Villela. Back out to neutral ice, pressured by White, who has been out there the entire penalty kill on puck pressure. It's left there for Sproul. He finds Shube. Shube finds Sproul, and he just has the puck roll off of his stick. A beautiful give and go there with Shube and Sproul. It's back in front to Paris. His shot blocked by 3 diving Fury players, and it's cleared past the stick of Villela.
I love that play. A little give and go. Didn't rush into the play too much. Guys stayed in their spots and executed that almost. Couldn't find the handle with Sproul on the awesome
William
play.
Sproul having a great game so far, though. He's the lone Penguin goal scorer, and he's been impactful at both ends of the ice. Really is. Shube will pick it up here, play it back to the point man, Starr. Starr will fire one. That's blocker down to the corner for Shube. Shube has it poked off of his stick, but kept in again by Starr. rimmed around and taken and fired back up the center ice, looking for O'Hara, but cut off by Starr, who delays and allows Shuv to get onside. He enters with Wu, carrying to the outside. Around the defender will pull up. Play back to the point man, Kaminsky, who can't keep it in. And the Penguins will take possession at center ice in the form of Carter. Carter to Armstrong. Armstrong into the offensive zone. He's defended, but he's kept into the blue line by Carter. And back to Armstrong, back to Carter, a give and go again by the Pens. All the way back to the point for Merlot. His shot, low and hard, can't get through. It's over to Wu. Wu will fire a backhander that's kicked out by a defenseman. Good job of blocking shots here by the Fury as Merlot keeps it in. It's all Penguins right now after this power play. Wu pulls it around, looking, he'll shoot, looking opposite side, get the rebound. That one stopped, I believe, by the goaltender. The first one was blocked by a defenseman. A centering pass cut off by the Fury, and they'll escape the pressure, finding Zerth at center, who will drive into the Penguin zone and fire one low off the pads of Clutter. That's picked up by Carter, back out the center and entering in on the offside.
Wow, that was a good shift right there as Merlot engaged down the wall. He was playing forward almost that entire shift in the O-zone with pressure. As Austin Wu had 3 or 4 good looks at the puck and shot blocking, and his Fury team collapsing to the front of the net, but some good shifts, some good give and goes once again we saw. Couldn't get one to fall, still trailing with just under 11 minutes left in the third period.
Evans gets it into the corner, finds Filiaggi, lose pressure at the blue line, and it's turned back the other direction. Carter gets there. He frees it up to Alfred. Alfred off the boards to Evans. Evans finds Real, streaking through center. He is blown up on the play. And injured.
They bonked heads pretty good on that play as they came together.
Are these refs aware this is non-checking?
Real looked to be in some distress there. Fell awkwardly afterwards. There's a big collision. They seemed to hit heads, crash together. There's a massive collision on a breakout pass and saw Real with a great overload across the ice. Great overload across the ice. Exactly what you want to see in that situation as he gets it with a head of steam. That defender closing across the ice on him. He went to cut back inside, and the defenseman kind of just decided to take him out, and they collided, and it was an ugly collision. So I don't know. I hope Real is okay.
He is as he's back
on the ice. Unbelievable.
Bring it around. It'll be Evans picking it up on the half wall, looking to create, stopping, starting. Real swoops in and takes the puck. Back to Alfred. Back to Real. Real. Leaving it for Alfred. He'll spin up high. Penguins playing with the puck up high. Got to get it deep there at some point in time. As back come the Fury, it's Evan White into the offensive zone. Leaving it behind. That's cut off by the back-checking Penguins. And out comes Real.
White.
Real has Evans. Can he see him? He doesn't. Or he does and he doesn't go that way. He cuts back to the middle, right into some pressure. A shot comes in. It's freed up. The Penguins got to drive that wide there. Draw the defense with him. He cut right back in and took all the defense right back to the middle. As back come the Fury. Spinning one towards the middle. It's cut off by Starr. He fans on a clearing attempt. Waving at it is...
They're going to get a penalty on it.
Filiaggi, and the Penguins are going to go to a power play here as the Fury get control.
I think Starr just seemed to fall. It was stick on puck once again. The dreaded stick on puck. In this age group of hockey, you either hit the puck or you hit the kid's leg or his foot or he steps on a stick, as we've seen calls not going the Penguins way with some of those, and now it's starting to come back the other way as the Fury are caught as kind of just bonk Starr's feet, just kind of sent him off balance the tiniest bit to get the tripping call. The Penguins will see if they can even the score here with a great opportunity on the power play. 9:31 on the clock in this third period.
It'll be Paris leaning in. Firing one towards the net. Blockered behind. Stroll with the pressure. Rimmed around, kept at the point by Starr. I would expect to see Evan White almost the rest of this game. He is also a track and field, cross-country star, so stamina won't be an issue. As it's cleared by the Fury. Picked up by Paris. off the back of Shube, picked up now by Sproul as he winds in. He'll wrist one. Blocked, right backhand up high off the goaltender, rebound. Cleared to the wall by the Fury. Pressured by Shube. It's able to be worked back to Star at the point. Back to Sproul. Sproul to Star. He's got it right down Main Street as he looks for the pass. And it just, a beautiful play. Off the stick of Paris, goes just wide of the net. And it's cleared by the Fury. It'll be Star picking it up at center. He's pressured. Good pressure there. As the puck pops free to Sproul, he looks for Ofteride, and he won't be able to get control. Shube will pressure. Pens will change lines here on the power play as Shube able to free things up. Back to the corner go the Fury, and it'll be iced all the way down. They'll say no icing as that one bounces over the stick of Star. Picked up by Julius in the Penguin zone, and the Penguins will try to run a break in on the stretch play to Shube. Shube plays it kind of weirdly behind Wu, where it's kicked back out to center, but picked up by Julius, and he'll rim it into the offensive end. Centering pass to Wu. He's stick lifted. Nice play there. And power play over for the Penguins as Zerth jumps on the ice. He'll wind, he'll fire. He was looking for the same spot he scored on earlier, and this time Clutter reads it and is able to keep it out with the blocker. Into the corner it goes, battling there. Penguins, again, carrying play, I thought, here in the third. As down goes a Fury player, cutting to the inside is Armstrong. It'll free it up. It's a potential 3-on-1 as Carter has Julius, leaves for Wu, to the backhand, to the back of the net, and he tickles the twine with the backhander. Austin Wu ties the game at 2. The RZA, the Jizza, the Ghost-Faced Killer, it's the Wu-Tang Clan, Austin Wu.
Woo, baby.
And the Penguins tie the game at 2. Just a 3-on-1 where they hit that trailer coming in, and he was able to get to the backhander and beat the goaltender to the blocker shot.
It looked to me like a little bit of an unsure 3-on-1 as things were developing. Just seeing it as a 2-on-1 initially, and then Wu, the late man, just kind of walked himself right into that drop pass. Great job, I think it was Carter who just left it to him, really just left it to him. And that backhand.
And now a 2-on-1 for the Fury, right back, and Campbell snipes the high glove side to take the lead back immediately.
Face-off play, poked it ahead, away they went.
The Penguins win it back to the defense, and it's just off the skater. So Penguins won the draw. Kaminsky to Merlot. Merlot banked it off the skate of a Fury forward, and they went in 2-on-1.
Back, just tied it up, emotion, and everything's feeling good. Big goal by Wu, and Campbell strikes right back for Fury off the face-off. What was that? Not even 10 seconds later.
And Ray Conway immediately yanks that line from the ice. And we'll head back out with the Parrish line to Villela. Tied up along the wall, and out to center comes the puck where Shube will pressure. He's able to intercept Foyt's pass, and he's going to have Parrish driving in. It goes off his stick right to Villela, who shoots one off of a twig. It's to the corner, possessed by Shube. Shube having a great game today. This whole line right here, I think, playing really well.
They're playing really good. Yeah, they're getting lots of chances, winning battles, moving their feet.
As the Fury send it all the way up, they'll say no icing again here, as Clutter will pop it off to the side where it's picked up by Star. Swooping in comes White, and he'll take possession back into the Penguin zone, and a shot comes off the stick of White, deflected by Paris and covered by Clutter. Leans into the face-off. They win it to Real. Real gets it to Evans, who cuts to the inside there. Good zone exit there by the Pens. Or maybe that was off the right foul. Evans with the pressure,
nice.
Pops it forward to Real. He'll enter, and he'll kind of fire one awkwardly off the skate of a defender. It'll be Julius to the puck. Firing it deeper for Filiaggi. Filiaggi to Real. Real up high to Evans. Evans, wrist shot. It's off a body and trickles just wide. Back to Ofteride. Over to Real. Real spins one back in front. Filiaggi sends it over the cage. This line with a bit of pressure is Real's on it. Now Filiaggi comes in, and it's cleared out by the Fury. Icing, if it's far enough, and it is.
Some Great chances by Evans. Just in that soft spot up high, they found him. A great shot. I'd like to see that a little more, a little bit in the high, in the offensive zone. Low to high, D to D. That high forward up in that middle soft spot. Stretch those defenders out. Everyone wants to collapse, right, Jared, to the front of the net, blocking shots. Fury did a good job blocking shots here. Those plays seem to work, and they executed and got some chances.
Carter pops it in behind. Wu fires it on pressure. He'll be freed up to Carter. Carter tries to go around one. It's Wu. Wu turning with it. Back to the corner for Carter. He'll come out. Looking for Armstrong, and a nice defensive play there to break it up was Miller. It'll be Starr. Off the boards for Armstrong. Into the offensive zone. Has Wu driving. He'll shoot one. Rebound out front. Kick that.
There.
It's still loose as it's Armstrong sending it off of a boot in front and cleared by the Fury, but not out. Carter keeps it. Crashing down the boards just past the reach of Wu, but it's still in the zone for Carter. He'll shoot one that's blocked, and the Fury will get it out to center ice. Now Armstrong will pop it right back in the Fury zone and pressure. Bit of a dump and chase here as the Penguins look to change behind. Sproul in. Puck popped up in the air. He couldn't find it. And it'll be a battle at center, just outside the Fury line. It's Paris coming away with it. Shub in support. He kind of toe picks over there too a little bit. They did have the figure skaters out here right before these guys.
That's where that kid tripped on the Fury team and went head first, and there might be something on the ice there causing some issues.
As back come the Fury, they've got a 2-on-1 and around Merlot. He's tying up White. Nice defensive play there. And now Jake Starr will come out with it. Could the Penguins counterattack here?
They've got 4. 4-on-2, 4-on-3.
Starr carries wide. Stops behind the net. Fights off a bump. Stays in control. It's freed up to Paris. Paris looking back to Starr. Cut off by the Fury. And they'll clear it out around Villela, and White will give chase. Paris on the back check. Gets the stick there. Off of Clutter and behind the cage it goes. Battle behind the net. Won by Villela over to Paris. Paris looks up. Off the stick of Sproul, who is knocked down at the blue line. Zerth comes away with it. He fires it all the way across to Varick. Varick into the Penguin zone. Poked at by Reel. Evans will get there. Back into the middle it comes where Reel will spin out of it. He tries to go across. This time he did see Evans, but that's picked off by Campbell. Tossed all the way
Backspin
back.
on that flip out. It just sits perfectly at the hash mark.
Nice little 9-iron there. As Reel winds in to Filiaggi. Backside to Ofteride. Ofteride turning with it. He'll shoot Evans with the deflection, and it's just over the cage. Nice play there by the Penguins. Just doesn't get on net as Julius will battle. Over to the wall it comes for Miller to throw it high up off the boards, where it's picked up at center by Evans, who finds Filiaggi, and the Pens are in. Reel one-timer, glove side, and that's caught in the trapper.
Great plays there. I like that shot by Ofterhide. The long bomb had eyes through traffic, and nice tip in front by Evans, and then the re-attack here. A one-timer attempt. I don't know if the defender got a piece of it or not, but we've got just over 2 minutes here, Jeremy, and it's a one-goal game. The Pens trying to fight to get back in here.
And Ray Conway pretty aggressive here. We'll keep an eye on Clutter to our left as Wu gets the puck. Drives to the middle, fires one wide of the cage. Varick will get there, pressure by Wu, rimmed around. It's Kaminsky crashing down the wall, keeping it in. In the corner they battle. I see Clutter out of the corner of my eye as the Fury get possession. It's kept in the zone by Carter. Knocked at and just out the center. Armstrong, the extra attacker, as Filiaggi comes on. Filiaggi into the offensive corner. Pulling it around. Behind the net. He's got some chances. He'll leave it behind for, I believe that's Brody Carter. His centering pass doesn't connect, and a shot from all the way down will miss the net, and it's icing.
see Filiaggi with the puck there. And, Pens player is just a little too aggressive getting in and around the net on those plays from behind the net. You're going too far like that, jam yourself for making a play. Just a little bit patient, stay back 5-6 feet off the goaltender, make yourself available. It also pulls defenders up to them and allows maybe the guy to step out from behind as well. Make some guys make some bad decisions. Get a little too sucked in like a magnet into that blue paint. It's always tough to make plays and jam it in your feet. Ray Conway drawing up a play here. Fury got the whiteboard out there trying to decide how they're going to defend this. Penn's catching a break on that clearing attempt, just grazes the outside of the post for another icing. And you know, Jeremy, the Fury have been dumping the pucks out, trying to get some air before the Pens kind of pour the pressure back on them again here in this third period. Of course, the deciding goal, Fury strike 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds after the Penguins tie it up 2-2. See if the Pens can run something off a face-off play, at least get some possession and work an opportunity here to tie this thing up.
So the Penguins called a timeout. They're going to deploy 6 skaters. Filiaggi, Evans, Reel, Harris, Star, and Offer. No goaltender. It's tied up. We've got just over a minute. Star chops at it. It's spun back out the center, but the Penguins will regroup there. It'll be Star. Star drives the middle, cuts to the inside. He's poke checked, but it's able to be repossessed by Star, who tries to send one. That was a tough play there. Sends one cross ice, trying to go D to D. It's into the offensive zone. Back checking. Great job by Star, but he just taps it right to a Fury player and sends the puck wide. Oh, toe picking a bit as Evans gets to it. He finds Star. Star now to Paris. Still plenty of time. 40 seconds left as they get real free. Driving into the offensive zone. He just loses the puck. It'll be off-ride now. Now Paris. Paris driving in. Filiaggi battled for. And it's pulled back. That's a pile of crap. They're going to say no goal.
He has to stand behind it now. He says,
what a terrible call as the puck is wide open and free. It's poked behind the Fury goaltender. And I'm not... We talk about the referee shortage that goes on, but heavens to Betsy.
Fury calling a timeout now. Pens will have to regroup.
24 seconds for the Pens to do it a second time.
Yeah, just a nice play, entering the zone. Great job by Paris following up the play. Puck kind of chopping around in bodies as he just gets towards the net, and all kind of action in around the Fury crease, and it did lay there. Ref, of course, blew the whistle as Reel shot it into the net, and it was free. You can tell the frustration, why there is frustration on that play, but nonetheless, he's waving it off and discuss with his ref partner what he saw in that play and why he did that. Pens will have to draw something up here in the offensive zone again and try to get something going. Still not lots of time, but still time to execute, generate something here in the offensive zone, Jeremy.
Yep, plenty of time as 24.3 seconds remain. It'll be a draw.
I think you got to set something up here and get it out top somewhere and just get pucks through to the net, traffic like they just did on that play. Have those second and third opportunities, try to find something laying around the crease.
So Reel will step in. Star the lone man at the Penguin point, and they'll force it in deep. Evans jumps to it. Off the right will drive in. Penguins sending everybody towards the net as it's left for Evans behind. Sends it in front, but it's sent right back out by Foyt. All the way up it'll come. Campbell will get there. Will he get it on net this time? And he will. And it'll be a 4-2 score as an empty netter. They had a couple shots at it. That one popped free. Campbell able to get there with space and fire it in. A really unfortunate result here as the Penguins had tied the game, but the referee apparently blew it dead. We have no idea why. I'm guessing he thought the puck was covered. And it looks like the Penguins will fall in the first game here in Cleveland. after a tough trip to Chicago, they're going to have to get their heads up for the next one because they got another tough game here this afternoon.
Yeah, I think they played well today. I think they bounced back well from last weekend. They created some plays, made some plays. The Fury, obviously, with that short side Cheddar goal. Nice shot. I mean, perfect placement. And then obviously the answer back goal after we tied it 2-2. Another nice shot, just a snipe shot. We had some great opportunities, some great chances, skated, executed through neutral zone, attacked in the offensive zone really well. Clutter did a good job freezing everything up in front of the net. No second and third opportunity, so although they won't be happy with the result, I think Penn's had a good solid game here today.
I agree. Not the result they want. Probably not the result, frankly, I think they earned. But the result that'll go on the scoreboard. So we'll be back here to play the Long Island Gulls this evening. I think you'll be flying solo, Colby.
Oh,
As I'll be in Pittsburgh for the 11s game. So join us as both of those broadcasts will be coming at you here this afternoon as I complete the Cleveland 500, driving back and forth to Cleveland 3 times today. So join us back for that. Cinnamon Swirl TV, producer Nick Parrish, cameraman Chris Merlot, color commentation by Colby Armstrong, and play-by-play man Jeremy Evans.